The house stood alone, a Victorian manor shrouded in an eerie silence, its once bright paint faded, peeling like scabs. The wrought iron gate, rusted and entangled with ivy, creaked open with a groan. A sense of foreboding, heavy as the humid air, pressed down. This house held secrets, dark secrets. Dark. The parlor was frozen in time. Dust-covered furniture draped in white sheets resembled ghostly apparitions. A half-finished game of chess sat on a side table, the pieces scattered as if in haste. A shattered vase lay on the floor, its delicate porcelain neck broken, a single crimson rose lying beside it, its petals now brown and withered. The air hung heavy, thick with the scent of decay and the lingering whispers of a disturbance. The study was a cacophony of disarray. It seemed as though a storm had swept through, leaving chaos in its wake. The room, once a sanctuary of knowledge and contemplation, now lay in ruins. Books toppled from shelves, their pages splayed open like wounded birds. Each book, a repository of wisdom and stories, now lay abandoned, their secrets exposed to the world. A desk lay askew, its drawers flung open, papers strewn across the floor like fallen leaves. The desk, once a place of order and productivity, now mirrored the disorder that had taken over the room. A single window stood ajar, a gauzy curtain fluttering in the breeze. The gentle wind brought a sense of eerie calm, contrasting sharply with the chaos inside. It cast elongated shadows across the room, dancing with the dust motes caught in the weak rays of sunlight. The interplay of light and shadow added an air of mystery, as if the room itself held secrets waiting to be uncovered. A hidden compartment in the desk lay open, revealing a small, crumpled note. The note, barely legible, hinted at a story untold, a secret that had been carefully concealed until now. What could it mean? The room, with all its disarray, seemed to whisper of shadows and secrets waiting to be discovered. Upstairs, the master bedroom held its breath. The air was thick with the weight of untold stories, secrets that lingered in the shadows. The grand four-poster bed, its sheets tangled and rumpled, stood like a silent witness. It was as if the bed itself had absorbed the tension, the fear and the chaos of that fateful night. A book lay open on the nightstand, its pages turned down as if someone had been abruptly interrupted. The words on the pages seemed to scream out, frozen in time, waiting for someone to return and finish the story. A crystal glass rested on the vanity, its contents long evaporated, leaving behind a faint ring of what looked like red wine. The glass, now empty, hinted at a moment of calm before the storm, a sip taken in haste. The room, once a sanctuary, now whispered of a struggle, a desperate fight against an unknown assailant. The disarray told a story of resistance, of someone who fought valiantly but was ultimately overpowered. The bedroom, with its vintage charm, now stood as a silent testimony to the events that had unfolded, a poignant reminder of the fragility of peace. The house stood silent, its secrets closely guarded. The air around it seemed to whisper tales of a bygone era, where life once thrived within its walls. Now it was a mere shadow of its former self, a relic of the past. The evidence, scattered like puzzle pieces, hinted at a story untold. Each item, from the faded photograph to the broken watch, held a fragment of the mystery. Together they painted a picture of a moment frozen in time, yet the full image remained elusive. A crime had been committed, but the question remained, who was the victim and who the perpetrator? The officers, with their stern faces and meticulous methods, sought answers in the shadows, yet the darkness seemed to swallow their efforts, leaving them with more questions than answers. The house offered no answers, only more questions. Its rooms, once filled with laughter and life, now stood as silent witnesses to the events that transpired. The broken glass and dusty furniture were silent testaments to the passage of time and the secrets it held. It stood as a chilling reminder that some mysteries are destined to remain unsolved, their truths lost in the passage of time, leaving behind an unsettling echo of a crime forever shrouded in enigma. The photograph, with its smiling faces, hinted at happier times, but the empty hallway with its flickering light told a different story. A story of loss, of unanswered questions, and of a mystery that would forever haunt the shadows of this once vibrant home.